Good evening, everybody, and so nice that you are watching another show, another Nail Talk Live. Today is our theme. It's all about non-filing technique. Does it work? Is it faster? Is it possible? Or do you always need to file just a little bit? Of course, we have demos today for you from our international trainers from all over the world, and we are joined today by some national trainers of the Netherlands, of course. But first, I need to say, let's get started. And of course, I am not alone here. We are joined today by two of our national trainers, Deborah and Sarisa, and of course, Pepijn. And Pepijn is sitting cozy between them two. So hello and welcome.
Hello, Jessica.
Hi,
Hello,
Jessica.
everybody.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, another evening of Nail Talk Live, and tonight it's all about the non-filing technique. On the one hand, that has been a trend now for, I think, a year or 3-4.
Yeah, I think so.
But is it right to call non-filing a technique?
Yeah, I think so, because when you are focusing at the non-filing technique, it's very important that you have to be in full control of your product. So it's a very nice way to make a nail just with your product and your brush, and not with your file. So yeah, I think it's a technique.
Yeah, but then why I'm asking that question is because, of course, on the one hand, you need to be in total control of your product, but isn't it more important even that you understand how the nail should look?
Yeah, that's
what the structure of the nail should be?
Absolutely, yeah. And where you place your adhesion,
Yeah,
and your
Arch.
apex.
Apex.
Yeah, and it's all, and of course how thin you make the hairline.
Mhm.
It's all important. You have to look at everything.
Don't you think, Sarisa, that for a nail technician, mostly a beginning nail technician, it is very difficult to imagine what the future end result will be?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that's the biggest hurdle, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So
true.
I think for basic students, it's very important to take a class in this special technique. So then they can really understand, okay, I have maybe some old product, I have to file that product off. And then even in that point, you have to really understand how much you are filing, where you are filing, and then after that, you have to understand where your product have to be in order to get the perfect nail. So you have to understand and look.
Yeah, the placement, where you put it on.
Yeah,
next.
the placement and then combined,
Yeah.
of course, with the
Yeah.
product
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Because the product influences the way of working.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can use a lot of products together.
Yeah?
So
Layering.
Yeah, layering, and you don't have to end with the building product. So you can end with a lot of products to get a better result.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when I first heard about the non-filing technique, I thought to myself, yeah, well, then I wonder how that will look, because of course I know the non-filing technique, but then the nail's not perfect. But today we will show you a couple of beautiful designs and
nice.
results. So let's get back to Jessica.
Yes, we are going to start with our first video, and it's done by a demo is done by Beatrice Löffler, and she is from the Switzerland, and she is working in this demo with rubber base. So, Sarisa, do you like rubber base? Do you work a lot with it?
Yes, I love rubber base, especially the rubber base from Magnetic. It's very self-leveling. So, well, you have to understand where you place your product, and after that, you only need to guide your product over that nail. And yeah, don't touch it too much because it works for you. So I really love rubber base.
Yeah, I love it too. I'm in love with rubber base. So Beatrice is going to show us how to work with rubber base, do the non-filing technique, and she is using a shimmer. And I believe, Sarisa, you are going to walk us through, huh?
Yes, I really love to talk you through this demo because it's a very nice demo. And well, let's see. We're going to look at it. I tell you everything about it.
Oh, she's working on her own nails, Elisa.
Yeah, that's very nice. A little bit complicated. It can be complicated, but I think, yeah, she's used to it. She started with a layer of rubber base frosted pink as an adhesion layer. So you see that she really pressing the product into the natural nail.
I love the frosted pink.
Oh, very nice.
It's
the best.
my absolute favorite
Yeah,
color.
me too. Me too.
Mine too.
And it's also a base layer. So now she put a little bit of frosted pink on the apex, highest point of the nail.
So she's going to put the apex near the cuticle.
Yeah.
And then work herself to the front.
To the front, yeah. So she uses a frost pen to guide the product over the nail.
You think that's more easy than a bigger gel brush?
Yes, very, very, very easy. Well, not very easy, but the fact that it's very small, that's important.
It's not cured, of course, and
no.
we're working in the sticky layer.
Now she's working the sticky layer, yeah. And this is the nice spring glitter mix. She used the fluffy brush. And this is the next layer of the supreme finish. No, not the supreme finish because I have a sticky layer.
Base and top?
Can be, but she now uses she levels out the complete nail. So with every layer, it's gonna be more perfect.
Yeah, more smooth.
Yeah, of course you need a sticky layer for the chameleon flakes. And now this is the supreme finish to cap everything together. And even with this layer, you have to pay close attention to the surface of the nail.
And of course, you can also hold the nail upside down, even though it's difficult to see.
Yeah, it's very nice to see her working in layers because you can use every layer to level out the surface of the nail, especially also with the top gel, because the top gel, you can use it by turning the nail around and then you use the gravity and then you get a nice
arch.
But you also have a
very
difference in
nice
the top
arch.
gels for smooth out the surface because the flex and shine is more thicker than
it's better
the supreme
than the
finish.
supreme finish.
Yeah, so I think that will be great
Is
too.
it better
True.
to use a thicker top gel if you want to make the dome of the nail?
Absolutely, yeah.
So a normal top gel, like the UV top gel from the jar, would that also work?
yeah,
but
that one is too
you have to
stiff.
stroke it, so that will never be as smooth as gel from the bottle.
Okay. Yeah, okay, interesting. The rubber base was actually made because you came with the idea of making the rubber base.
Of course.
And we have it in bottles and in jars. Can you explain to us why in both?
Yeah, well, it depends on the nail stylist that's going to use it, because some stylists they like to work with a brush, and other stylists they want to work especially with the bottles. And in these times, most of the times it's the bottle.
Yeah,
well,
true.
I love the jars, but it's
I work from the bottle.
it's what you like.
You work from the bottle?
Yeah, and actually I only use rubber base nowadays on the short nails. And I always use the rubber base underneath any product. So
Underneath any product?
underneath any product.
For the adhesion?
For adhesion, just thin layer. Also underneath acrylics.
Also on acrylics?
Yeah, but then clean it, of
Yeah,
course.
it's possible.
So then you apply a thin coat of rubber base,
Yeah,
remove the sticky
very
layer.
thin, only a brush-in layer.
Yeah?
And then remove the sticky layer, of course, and only with a dry wipe,
Yeah.
and then put on acrylics.
On top, no.
Nothing, no filing, just on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm old school.
Mix and match.
Yeah,
Mix and
it's
match.
possible,
It's
and it
possible.
works very good.
Okay, yeah.
They're both
okay.
acrylics, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica, do you work a lot with your rubber base?
Yes, I do. I love rubber base, as I said earlier. And I work from the bottle, as like Deborah is doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, then I think that we're going to show, to go to a next, I'm still busy with rubber base underneath the acrylic. I really have to test that.
Yeah, try it out. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, won't it slip around?
No.
Oh.
No, it stays on its
No.
place very good because the rubber base is like a open
Structure,
structure.
a porous structure.
Yeah, porous structure.
So
So
it
the
grips.
acrylics had like that.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Yeah, very
It is
great.
always nice to find out new,
Yeah.
discover new ways of using our products.
But it's really important to remove that sticky layer
Oh, yeah.
with the dry nail wipe. That is really important.
Not an
Otherwise,
wet
it will.
wipe. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aha. Okay, well, while I think about all of this information, we have another demo for you, and this is done by Bianca Freygang. That's our distributor in Germany, our new distributor. She handles the whole German market. She works a lot together also with Beatrice that we saw. She's also our national trainer. And Jessica, you're going to walk us through it.
So Bianca is using as well, the primer, the soft bond primer, for the best adhesion, of course. And she's working today with sculpting fiber gel. So there it is. And she loves to work with a premium oval gel brush and really brush it in.
Yeah,
with
she's
a
really
firm
pushing
motion.
it into
Yeah.
the natural nail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is really important for the best adhesion, of
Yeah.
course. And after curing, just laying.
That's a perfect soft brush with this.
Then the second layer, and this is more of a lacking motion. So a little bit more
It's like
product,
layering.
but do not cure, because then that second ball is really important.
Yeah.
And this is, well, she's leveling out the surface.
Yeah.
So she's really making that apex, and then going to the free edge, to the hairline.
Yeah,
and
it's very
working
important to
from
leave
left
that.
to right, yeah, and really getting thinner and thinner and thinner.
Yeah, and because she works a lot in it, the
Yeah.
gel gets softer, so
Yeah.
it levels out
Yeah.
better.
So, and again, she's working with a fresh pen, and this is really, really cool to get into that, well, not into that cuticle, but really get the perfect smooth surface of that whole nail.
Yeah, it looks very smooth.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
perfect.
even.
But the
So,
motion of her brush
removing that
was
sticky layer of that gel, and this is now why this is a perfect nail for me. So she is filing. And
Oh,
she's
yeah.
filing with the hygienic buffer. And this is the 340 grit. So it's a really soft grit, but it's perfect.
yeah.
And I love to do it like this too, to get that smooth surface.
It's like
Yeah.
photoshopping.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's great file to do that with.
Yeah, I think it's less lumpy if you let it stay like she did.
Yeah.
So that's why, and I really love this hygienic buffer. And of course, seal the cuticle area is really important.
Yeah.
And you can do that with this smooth.
It's a very natural nail.
And then removing the dust, of course. And now, look at that. Ooh, what
course,
color would
black.
it be?
With black
Of
you can
course.
see everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So
Unforgiving.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Of course,
It's unforgiving.
taking care of the cuticle, just, and then the triangle brush. And I really love this.
Yeah.
Because you can work with that drop of blackest black gel
Very
polish,
thin.
that beautiful color. And because of the different angles of that brush, you can get really close to that cuticle to make it perfect.
And even underneath it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that we also teach our basic students
Yeah.
to apply it this way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Especially
some
with black.
students do have tend to have problems with curing the blackest black gel polish because they work too thick.
Yeah.
And this way, you can work really thin and transparent. So
Yeah,
this
it's
is
not
the first
n-
layer.
It's not a problem that it's so transparent.
No, because this layer, the second layer, is going to make be the covering layer. So this is when the black is going to smile at us.
So the base layer is now anchored to the
Yeah,
nail.
it's a
Yeah.
And then
primer.
the second
Yeah.
is coverage.
Yeah,
Aha, yeah. That's important to note.
yeah,
Sometimes people want to apply too thick.
yeah, yeah.
And then they say, oh, it's not enough. The brush
Yeah.
is not good.
And of
Or
course,
didn't
in top
cure,
gel,
or
she
the
is
way.
working. She chose the base and top, and I would do too because
yeah, me too.
then the black will stay beautiful black
Yeah.
because it has
Yeah.
no UV filter, of course. And after curing and removing that sticky layer of the base and top,
And do you always wait with the base and top?
yeah,
before
you
removing?
always have to wait because otherwise you you tend to get the high shine.
Mhm.
So always wait for about a minute and then remove that sticky layer and then your
Yeah, beautiful.
cuticle oil,
Gorgeous
of course.
Cool.
Beautiful. And look at that light into
Yeah.
that high shine. Huh?
Very beautiful nail.
That's really cool to see that you can do that also with fiber gel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I did see and noticed was the fact that she applied her bead of fiber gel
Mhm.
in the same position as Beatrice did with the rubber base.
Yeah, and that is the most important thing to do because over there you have your apex,
Yeah.
and the best thing to do because normally it always gets a little bit wrong when you using the non-filing technique. So what people do is they place their beads and they want to spread out their beads.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the most important thing is
Work from
leave
one
it over
place.
there
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
work your way from the circle around that bead. But the middle of the bead, it have to stay there. And
Yeah.
that is very difficult.
So
It's your
you-
center point, and you work from out there.
Yeah, so the center point is positioned at the apex, so that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
close to the cuticle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you maintain contact between the brush and the surface of the gel throughout, or do you lift off your brush and reposition your brush?
Maintain.
Maintain
Yeah.
contact?
I never let it go.
You never let it
No.
go?
When you
No.
work with a brush.
Yeah.
From your bottle.
Like Bianca showed us,
Yeah.
I do it in one.
in one gentle
Yeah,
movement.
absolutely.
And then going from sidewall
Yeah,
to sidewall
yeah,
while you go to the free
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah, because
and
that's the
leaving-
best way to let it self-level.
And
for
then
me.
And don't touch it too much.
No,
That's-
not
that's-
too
that's
deep.
important.
Only the surface of the gel,
Yeah.
not go in there.
No, a
but
little
just
bit
on the
flat
top.
and then.
that would be another problem, of
Yeah.
course, when
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
really push in the brush
Yeah, of course.
hair into
Yeah.
the
Actually,
gel.
you have to float with your product
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
You have to
Very
guide
slow.
it, just
Absolute-
guide
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
not molding it. So
Is
that's
it
the
also a
difference.
matter of angling the finger slightly downward? Or
True.
do you
That's
Yeah.
also true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
Now
not
it-
too much, I think, because then the apex will be lost.
That's true, and it also depends if you use a lot of product, or if you have a longer nail, a bigger nail, or you have a small nail. When you have a small nail, you can leave it a little bit diagonal, horizontal. But when you have a bigger nail, you need more product, so you can
And you work
tilt
with
it
your
a
fingers.
little bit.
You'd
Yeah.
start like this maybe, and then you work your way through
Help
it.
it to level
Yeah. So
over the nail.
Of
then
course.
I'm also right to presume that you really make one nail at a time.
Of course.
Yeah.
One nail cure,
Yeah,
one
Yes.
nail
absolutely.
cure. Even if you're a super fast nail technician?
Yeah,
No,
well, maybe,
with
but-
short nails I do 5.
Non-filing.
Yeah, it could be because your product stays on its place when it's done. It doesn't go anywhere anymore.
Yeah, if you're fast.
Yeah, but I'm fast.
Yeah.
I'm fast with that. If you're not, so then cure one at a time. But I can do 5 if I want to with a rubber waste on a short nail, not on a long nail, short nail. I can do 5.
Yeah, even
Okay.
with a top gel, I don't do that because it runs a little bit.
Yeah,
Even
but
if it's a little bit,
I can
it's
with the
too
top
much.
gel, but because I really
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
work
that's
in the salon a
interesting.
lot,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
so.
Of course, Bianca used the buffer, the hygienic buffer, the 340 grit buffer, to seal around the cuticle.
Yeah.
That is really something that I would also always do,
Yeah.
sealing around the
Me too.
cuticle.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that seal?
Oh, it's very important because over there you need your, you get your color, your gel polish. So there it has to be completely flawless. What I do, I normally file with my 180 or 150 grit. I file the form,
Yeah, the
the
shape.
shape, sorry, the shape, and then a little bit against the hairline to make it perfect, crisp. And in the cuticle area, I first push the cuticle a little bit back,
Yeah,
and then I use my buffer, my normal buffer, my white block,
yeah.
to file a little bit, and that should be enough.
And is it then only the horseshoe pattern around the cuticle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So from sidewall point around
Yeah.
to sidewall point?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
After you push back the cuticle, because
Yeah.
the cuticle goes a little bit down
Yeah.
when you
It
Pulls
goes
work.
back.
back.
It
Yeah,
pulls
yeah,
back. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, a lot to talk about when it comes to
Yeah.
non-filing techniques. So I think we need a little bit of
Fun.
pizzazz, as you always say, Jessica.
Yeah, we do. And just a little bit more sweetness. So I'm going to, with you, see our newest commercial, Naughty on My Nails, like a sweet tooth I am. So let's go have a look, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. And now I have craving for candy. You know,
Me too.
yeah, of course, we have Sylvana, and Sylvana is with us for our weekly doses of social. So, hi, Sylvana.
Hello everybody, this show is all about filing and it's very important that you file your nail. It's almost impossible to not make a nail without filing, like even a tiny bit. So if you don't file your nails, it's gonna look like this and we don't want that. So make sure you always file your nail, or maybe Baby Boom or French, and you get this. So you have to file it, and that's so important. So there was a trend, and it's called a hump nails, and I was in shock when I saw it. Look, it's awful. I was like, how do you even get your rings off? This is not okay. So Deborah, what do you think about this?
This is despicable, like really. I never liked the trend of duck nails, bubble nails, and all these kinds of nails. They are horrendous. How do you work on your telephone or do something with your fingertips? It's impossible. Just, no.
This trend is so awful. Let's quit it here and go back to Jessica and Pepijn.
And I'm just thinking, what was the stylist thinking? Because why? I do not like it.
Also
But-
because I think,
Yeah?
yes, that it's actually quite difficult to make
Right,
this.
yeah.
This is really, we
Yeah.
have to go
Wow.
to a 3-day masterclass.
Okay,
in
so
order how
this is next
Yeah.
level, Pepijn.
But it's quite
This
a
is
trend
next
in the
level.
States. It really is.
Let's forget about the Russian
don't
almond.
get
This
it.
is next level. But do you know who I like? Of course, we all like her, and all of our international trainers, of course. But next up is Kateryna Gonchar, and Kateryna is going to show us a beautiful, beautiful nail. So let's go to Kateryna, and I think Deborah is going to walk us through.
I am.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Kateryna is first going to clean the nail surface with the prep and wipe, a little bit. And then she's going to apply the gel polish bond, also my favorite tool to work with. Thin layers and stay out of the cuticle area, of course.
Yeah.
And then she's going to work with the competition forms for the extension. And she works with the Power Gel Clear. She's going to make a little extension, very thin layer. She's going to make an oval shape in this one. It's going to be a great nail if you see the end
Yeah.
result.
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
beautiful. It's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning.
So nice.
So she's making like a tip
Yeah,
with the Power Gel
actually
Clear?
she is, yes.
And you can see it's also very important to know which brush you use, because
yeah.
she's now changing brushes.
And
Yeah.
she's only cleaning the sticky layer of the power gel now, not on top of the nail bed, because then you will remove the gel
Oh
polish
yeah,
bond.
Yeah.
that's a good thing to mention. And of course shaping the nail, because
Yes.
even though it's a non-filing technique,
So
you
you
do have
need-
to have
yeah.
a shape.
You
Yeah.
need a base to work on.
And the nail has been elongated, so
yeah,
I mean,
you have to do some filing always.
But really careful. to
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
very
Oh
thin.
yes.
Yeah.
Now we're going to work with the Builder Gel Clear, the standard Builder Gel Clear, and she's going to rub it in very thin.
Yeah.
And that's just an adhesion layer for the next layer of Builder Gel.
Yeah, the surface has to be perfect
Yeah.
to in this technique.
Very smoothened out. Or like Wendy would say, equalized.
It's so funny that she used a square brush.
Yeah.
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 I don't know why.
Well,
I
it's
think
quite
it's
a square
just
nail
taste.
when you look at the angle.
Yeah, that's true,
at
that's
the
true.
cuticle line.
Yeah, that's true.
A little
See,
bit
a
of,
little bit lower.
Yeah.
The beat.
yeah. But she works with the same brush.
Yep.
And not
Yeah.
not yet with the fresh pen.
No, and I see now that she really first makes contact
Yeah.
with the cuticle area,
Yes.
and then she goes around the product to the front and starts
Absolutely.
pulling.
Yeah, and now she's going to make it smooth
Yeah.
with the, was it Jessica's choice?
Yeah, probably, or
Yeah, I think
Kateryna's
so.
choice.
It was a blue, I thought? Well, I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah,
You
this
have
is
to be
Jessica's
careful on the
choice.
sides of the nails that there is enough product, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yes,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
for the strengthening of the hairline, or the
Side walls.
side walls. She's going to use a stamp, and this is from the floral plate, and she's doing it
Cool.
with liner
Very
white.
nice.
Yeah,
Now
what is
she's
she- what?
yeah, that's so lovely.
What?
She's going to make a little ombre
It's very nice.
from the cocoa nude, the original one.
Cool.
A very thin layer, not too
So
thick.
it's like a baby stamping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
actually it is. Yeah, quite a new
Stamping
technique, I
boom.
think.
And still no filing, eh?
Still no filing. No. And very thin. And she works very good with this brush. You can also, of course, use this brush instead of the brush pen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true. It's also taste.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and the feeling of your hand.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit more heavy than the brush pen.
This is the ombre brush?
This is the ombre brush, yeah. Very thin working. She only uses one layer for this.
Yeah, otherwise, of course, the surface also would be bumpy again.
Yeah,
And
and
you
it
have
has
to
to be
fill
a
it
little
in.
bit transparent, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Nice, I love this design.
Yeah. Finally, when they get married, you can use something like this. Ah. And now we're going over it with the extreme finish. Supreme finish. That's almost my thing, sorry. I'm always throwing everything together.
You see that she used it in the right way and not just,
Yeah.
um,
Not too wild, very soft.
yeah,
Oh, I love it.
And not too thin.
yeah.
No,
She's
not
That's
too
the
really
problem
leveling
with
with,
top
the,
gels.
yeah. You see, it's
Beautiful.
beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Great nail. Very beautiful. Yeah, I really love this design. I think it's very great for next coming spring and summer. So, what do you like it, Pepijn?
Yeah, but although I'm not so into spring summer, I see wedding bells.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
true.
But that's also because, of course, next week in Nail Talk Live, the international version, it's all about bridal nails.
Yay.
And this is already the little step to the bridal season.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
Because it's like chantilly lace, but then with a baby boom.
yeah. No, we
and-
need 10 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
a little bit of
Hello.
rhinestones on the
Yeah,
cuticle
or the
area.
pearls.
Beautiful.
Or the pearls.
The
yeah,
pearls.
pearls are
Yeah,
great too.
perfect.
Yeah.
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 What did you think, Jessica?
When I heard Bridal, I went off. No, I really love this nail. Really, really beautiful done. And I really love that that ombre that makes it really soft. And I love stamping, of course. You know, because it's more whitey, yeah? The next demo is also a white nail, kind of trend, huh? And Nadja Freund is going to show us a beautiful nail, Nadja from Canada, of course. And Cerisa is going to walk us through, and she's working with different kind of gels, doesn't she, Cerise?
Yeah, it's very nice, especially how you can see how she combined all those different kind of gels. And again, the layering. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really love it. She used also the last layer to make it perfect. So let's look at her demo. This is actually a very nice way to practice your non-filing technique and a nail like this.
Yeah.
She uses now the sculpting fiber clear as an adhesion layer and also as a base layer to work in.
Yeah, that would be quite hard to work with this one as a non-filing nail.
No,
With the fiber
no
gel?
problem. No,
Okay.
no, it's perfect. And now she's using the builder, the standard builder white, and it has a little bit like a milky look.
Yeah, a little bit porcelain.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
I love this gel for this technique. I love the white nails, but not everybody love it, but
I love it.
oh, you love it. And you see that the bead is not too close to the cuticle. I think that's very important because otherwise you get too much product in the cuticle area, and then you need to file, and we don't want to file or minimum at
Yeah,
last.
and another difficulty of that could be that you go through the white.
True.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
it
you
has
get
to
a
be perfect.
discoloration at the, yeah, it has
Yeah.
to be perfect. So it really helps now
Yeah.
to the white nail.
Yeah. And she leaves the most products she leave on the apex.
Mm-hmm.
You see, she
The
leave it over
middle
there.
part of the nail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And now she just divides it to the outer corners.
Yeah. She's just guiding. I always call it guiding your product because you are not pushing into the product. You just help it a little bit to run into the right place. And this is very
Yeah,
important to
what's
do
she doing?
because normally you get a little bit of a bump in the hairline.
Yeah.
So you always have to turn around your brush
Yeah.
to bring it back to the center points. That's very
to thin
important.
out the free edge
Yeah.
line.
Yeah. Otherwise, you cannot create a non-filing
Then
nail.
you have to file.
You have to file. Yeah. You also have to file, but only a little bit. But very important step. She used now the whitest white to make it
More
really
white?
white. Yeah.
But couldn't she have done that by skipping the
Of
white
course,
build
of
gel?
course. But that's a matter of taste because now it's completely white with a very sharp line where your cuticle is.
And she only needs one layer
One
of
layer.
white gel polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it stays nice and flat sealed
Yeah.
to the cuticle line.
And,
And correcting again the hairline.
yeah.
So that's always the problem, the hairline. It gets bumpy.
It's one of the problems.
Yeah. Okay, one of the problems, true. She used now the diamond confetti.
Yeah, and the fiber gel clear again.
Yeah, as a glue. Because it's still wet now.
Yeah.
And she's placing the diamond confetti, and that's very smart what she did because she only placed it in, most of the confetti is in the center of the nail. So that's very important.
Yeah.
You cannot put them too close to your to the side walls because the product is flat.
Yeah, and it changes also the shape.
Oh
It makes it
Yeah,
Wider.
true,
not that
true.
sharp.
Yeah.
And this inlay product is very nice, but it's quite high, so you need to cap it in the right way.
Okay, if you leave it like this, would it lose its color?
Well, I don't know. I don't test it because this is something I don't wear on top of a nail, so I don't test it, but it's possible. You see, it's in the middle of the nail, and that's where the apex is gonna be.
Yeah.
So
I recommend 2 layers of top.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
possible,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it
because the
also
points come
depends
through, yeah.
how you apply your gel polish. Because now you see she really
Like this.
focus in
Yeah.
the center, and only a little bit in the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I really love this nail. I love a white nail, and that's the thing. It's very nice because, especially this design, it's layering. So I think that's nice to see and to understand that layering, that's everything with this kind of nails.
Yeah, I agree. Although white nails and me, no, it's kind of
No,
like water
yes.
and fire. But it would be red on a black surface. I know for sure.
Yeah.
You know, do you all already know how to find us on YouTube? Let's go have a look because we are also on YouTube and our channel is called Magnetic Nail Talk. Please subscribe, put on your notifications. On YouTube, you can find every single demo that we have done. Well, a whole lot of our demos by all different kind of trainers, and just look back and have fun. Subscribe and thumbs up, of course. A commercial. We have a commercial for you, and that beautiful commercial is from our beautiful Starburst glitters, our newest glitters that we have, who shine beautiful. If you put a light in the sun, awesome glitter. So let's go have a look, and I see you in a bit. Oh, beautiful glitters, huh? A diamond that every girl needs, of course. So let's go back to Sylvana, and she has some more socials waiting for us. And I think it's about vegetables or something.
You love to eat it or you hate to eat it. I'm talking about avocados. It's not my favorite thing, but when I saw this nail art, I was like, maybe I do like kind it. Look, so sweet. So cute. Also this, very cool combination with the green ones. It's a little avocado man. Something real different. Very pretty with a white highlights. Oh, I love this one. It's so funny. Avocado Party. You can combine it with different shades of green. It's whatever you like. You can also make an ombre and not using any avocado kind of things, but more like an avocado ombre. And this, so nice. I like it. It's very funny. So, Sarisa, did you ever make something like an avocado?
No, I never made something like this, but I should, because I love the realistic avocado nail art. I really love it. I love the color, and I also love the shape. I don't know why, but it looks funny, but not the cartoon. No, I don't like that. Yeah, well, I have to still. Maybe you want to be my model?
I also saw some designs with an egg, but I'll save that for later. So this was your daily doses of inspiration, or do we call it inspiration? I'll see you next week. Bye.
Of course, Nilspiration. That's a new word. And see you next week. Thank you, Sylvana. I really love those avocados, and I really love the cartoonish kind of like nail art. So yeah, and on short is awesome. Really cool. So, you know what really cool is as well, is our next demo. And our next demo is from our international trainer, Sabine Pinheiro from France. And she is going to show us a beautiful nail, non-filing technique, of course, again, and a beautiful red nail, but in the end, with a special effect. So, let's go have a look. So, of course, she placed already her
Nail
form.
Thank you.
Yeah, and is
Forgot
she
the
also
word.
working on the Easy Trainer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the Easy
Alright.
Trainer. And she's working with the competition nail form. So first, that first important layer.
The competition nail form is why I fell in love with magnetic.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
that was my first introduction to magnetic,
Okay.
and it was love on first
Oh,
touch, really.
Aw. So she's working with the sculpting fiber, pink, and already making that elongation, an almond shape. And really softly tapping.
Such controlled motions, eh?
Yeah.
Very gentle,
Yeah.
precise.
it's
Sabine is, of
so-
course, a real perfectionist
Yeah.
in heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
love
she
the way
makes
she
beautiful,
creates.
beautiful
Beautiful.
nails.
Yeah.
Now she's pulling it a little bit back.
This part I always make with a detailer tree.
Yeah, and she's working with the gel brush.
Yeah, but you're strange.
I
Yeah.
know.
So the detailer 3, of course, you have
It works like
more
crazy.
control for your feeling, huh? Yeah. So that second layer, and again at the point of the apex, and then
I like these
again
sculpting
with that
gels.
gel brush. First go to the cuticle area,
Mhm.
and really
Very soft.
softly motions, and not
Pushing and
really
pulling.
pressing in, but holding on the surface of that gel. So from left to right, really soft.
Yeah, and it's true, you don't see it seep into the cuticle or
No,
anything.
no.
It just stay there
It
and
stays
very
there.
gently relaxes itself
Yeah.
onto
True.
the nail, smoothing out, leveling
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and just becoming
But that's
perfect.
also product
So she
control.
didn't have enough. So
And
then the
fiber
second
gel.
ball,
Yeah, true.
and just make contact with that first ball. Right.
That is still wet, eh?
It's
uncured,
still wet,
so
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
also possible to add beads of gel.
Yeah,
Yeah, they blend greatly together.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't see any color differences or
But
something.
in the past, you would get huge
Yeah.
valleys
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
in between the
With
mountains
sculpting.
of gel.
Terrible.
Yeah. But all
You
these
have
things
to
are
know
getting
how to
thinner.
work with that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now this is cured.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wrap and wipe
Already
to
beautiful.
remove that sticky layer. Yeah, it's already beautiful. And now, of course, she needs to file, and just a little bit to get that beautiful shape in.
You see, it's already almost perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just needs to get the shape.
Yeah, just the
That's
shape.
it.
Just around it.
You see, it's very
Just
thin.
Go chook. And now, that beautiful sheltering love gel polish. I really love this color.
Oh,
yeah,
me
it's
too.
nice, huh?
This
And
is, of course, the epitome of the non-filing nail.
yeah, look
Only
at that.
a little bit of shape,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect
Yeah.
application.
It is
Yeah.
perfect. just this first layer, of course, really near the
But it
cuticle.
isn't always faster than filing.
Now, I even
It's-
doubt
yeah,
it's,
Yeah,
it's
it isn't
faster.
faster.
It's just a nicer way to work with nails
Yeah,
because
that's true.
then you only
Yeah.
are exposed to the dust once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah, true.
Most frustrating in the nail studio. You are clean, you get dirty, you get clean, you get dirty.
yeah. But I think formally it's for your product techniques
Mhm.
to know your way
So
with
that
nails
second
and
layer?
products.
And you save a lot of product also.
Yeah.
And now the cat eye top gel.
Nice, eh?
Yeah, I really love this. So
One thin layer.
one thin layer, do not cure because you need to make a special effect. And with the magnets, of course.
It's a surprising combination. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But the deepness of the red really makes the silver work.
That's, yeah.
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 If it would be too pink, then it would be a little bit funny, perhaps.
Yeah, that's true.
And now
And I
she's
love the way
making a
how it
swirl.
moves around.
Yeah, nice, eh?
Yeah.
And when you have
Very
that little
fast.
light,
The
Look
flash
at
the
cure.
that.
flash cure, then it
Nice.
would be even more better to use it.
That
This
is cool.
great.
Yeah, it's very nice, very high shine.
Yeah,
And the surface is perfect.
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, we already mentioned it during the demo, but it is not really a matter of saving time when you do
No.
the non-filing technique in the salon. Is it even taking more time, or does it level out?
More.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
only
more.
in the beginning
Yeah,
because
I know,
when
of
you
course.
when you know when you have the
Yeah,
control.
when you're not used to it, it takes a lot
That's
longer.
true.
of-
Yeah. Okay, but that's with everything.
Yeah.
But in the end, when you train yourself, it's the same time frame.
I think the same, maybe a little bit faster. It's possible, but it's up to you if
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
train it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So I
it.
think with everything you do all the time and you pay attention all the time,
you get faster.
you get
and
faster and faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I really am going to try to use all of these techniques when I do my own nails, because I hate filing.
You do your own nails.
Hmm?
You do your own nails.
Well, if you're not doing them, and you didn't have time for the last weeks.
Ah, well.
Anywho, I hate filing, and I think most of the nail technicians agree with me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also frustrating. You have to file so much time.
we
on
hate
the-
it, but we love it because
Yeah.
when we don't do it, we need to file.
Yeah,
you
but
know what
we
I mean?
love
Yeah,
to,
it's
to,
like-
to
yeah.
It's
shape
like
the
a
nail.
hate-love-hate
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, you're
So-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Shakespearean conflict.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
We have one more demo for you, and that's done by Natalia. Of course, Natalia Gritsenko from the Ukraine, our international trainer, the trainer of trainers, and our
Yeah.
friend. So let's check out what she's making.
Yes, so Natalia already placed her nail form and now she's going to work with the Power Gel Glitter Pink. And when I saw this, I thought, oh yeah, I forgot to work with this one for a while.
I have that same problem.
Yeah, and
It's
I
so
love
nice.
it. It's so very soft. So yeah, I have to try to work with it again, not try it. Just work.
Well, you made a beautiful nail with a pink, sparkle pink, and then a shell inlay.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
shell
very
bloom
nice.
sparkle
Yeah,
pink.
that's very nice one. Oh.
She's going to make a square, well, what is it, square nail?
Tape it square.
Tapered square a little bit, yeah.
Almost
Long
a coffin
elongation.
shape,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like in between.
Mm-hmm. And she's working with the double brush, I think.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
double power brush.
Yeah, great brush. I have it now.
Finally.
You will fall in love, Deborah.
Oh, I will, I think.
So she applied the sparkling pink also on the nail bed.
Yeah.
Of course, this is done on the easy trainer because on a client, I would recommend to do a
Yeah,
thin coat of
that's
clear
true.
on
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
because the glitters are so fine that
Yeah,
it's
you
almost
need
difficult to
something
get them off.
it off
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
Very smooth.
A little bit of filing because
Shaping.
yeah, of course shaping because she elongated it. And now she's going to work with the sculpting fiber gel pink. And she already brushes a little thin layer in the surface. Very thin, as you can see.
So your product can follow this.
Yeah. It runs smoothly over this surface.
Yeah, gel self-levels better when it's in a layer of
Yeah.
wet gel.
Yeah, and she's going further with the same gel and putting on the apex and making it softer by making little rounds with it, so it levels better.
Yeah,
I
that
always say
activates the
warming it up.
molecules.
Yeah,
Warming
heating
it
it
up.
up, I always
Yeah.
said.
Well, you're activating the molecular structure
Yeah,
of the gel,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that helps it to
But
smooth
you can
out.
tell that, and we're heating it up.
Okay.
My students think, what do you say?
And
See
So
how
it almost
perfect-
gives it a vintage layer
Yeah.
It's
over
nice.
the
Yeah.
shimmers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when I first saw this, I thought to myself, Natalia,
It's
what
a little
are you
bit
doing?
strange, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but
she
it's very
has a point.
see-through. Yeah.
Well, semi-see-through.
Yeah, well.
Look how perfect
Yeah,
this
it's
is.
amazing.
Well,
And then
she's-
for a square nail,
yeah,
a
I don't
square
know
long nail.
how she does it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to do some extra. She's going to, she's going to, you think she's going to finish it now with the supreme finish, but she's not. She's going further. So keep watching.
Okay. Of course, because we love everything that Natalia
Yes.
does.
Oh yeah, I love
Supreme
it.
finish, yeah.
Yeah.
So she has the stamping plate ornaments, and she's going to work with the gel polish white. And then she uses the gemstone gel to work with the strass crystal and ice. And this is where my happiness runs in
Aw.
Oh my.
at the point of strass.
Well, my happiness
This is
started with the
great.
gemstone gel.
Yeah, but that's for me a different one,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
So around the cuticle, that is really popular, huh?
Yeah.
Rhinestones around the cuticle.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Somehow
It's
it
also a
is.
safe place, I think.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
also,
So
And-
you don't feel it as much.
you can also
Yeah.
do like this.
Yeah, I
But
also
you can
love
do it
like
every
this.
way you
Yeah,
want to do it.
true.
Cool.
I
Beautiful,
love it.
huh?
Yeah, little
Ah.
bullions, of course, to finish the whole
I
ordeal.
love ornamental nails.
Nice, huh?
I love that
everything
plate.
that
Love,
fits.
love,
Even
love,
better
love.
with the stamping plates, because now everybody can do it.
Yeah.
But this is very nice nail, also for the wedding season.
Yeah. That will work.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And see how
Soft.
perfect it is, the surface, it's just
Yeah, it's so smooth.
amazing.
Oh,
You could
wow.
even combine this with the nail that Kateryna made.
Oh yeah,
in one
absolutely.
set.
with the
yeah,
same stamping
true.
plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although only this is a different shape. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, I really, really love this nail. Beautiful, beautiful, done by Natalia, of course. So this is it, wasn't it? Isn't it, Pepijn?
Aww.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still full of questions. Because why did Natalia choose to do the tip or the shaping of the nail with the power gel and then with the fiber gel on top? Is that because it's difficult to create a non-filing nail with power gel alone?
Yeah, and the base of the power gel is better to have with the power gel because that's more structure.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's an opinion because if you know exactly your way how to work with sculpting fiber, it levels perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you can choose. You can also make the nail with power gel. It's possible. But the combining of products
But
is
then you
very
need
nice.
to file a little bit. Or
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
you
but
make
you
a
can.
non-
Yeah, you
at
can.
the same
You
technique,
can with
yeah,
power gel.
yeah.
Yeah, you can. But you need very smooth.
I always try to make the nail as perfect as possible
Yeah.
with power gel.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love it because I have time.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't have the time, but I do it. I do it too.
Well, I still am. I'm super curious to this technique. I'm going to try it myself,
Yeah, you should.
and I think we have to have this come back later in another season of
Yeah.
Nail Talk
Yeah,
Live,
I
going
think so.
even deeper into the possibilities of the non-filing technique.
Yeah, so it was an interesting show today. I hope you were all inspired, of course, and had fun. Well, as much fun as we had. So, do you already know how to find us on YouTube? So our channel is called Magnetic Nail Talk. So subscribe and put on your notifications, of course, so you can know and find everything that we have done early on. Loose demos, shows, of course. So please find us there and put your thumbs up. So next week, Pepijn already said it, huh? Next week is all about bridal, wasn't it, Pepijn?
Yes,
Yo.
going to the chapel and we're gonna get
I
married.
leave it to them.
Yeah, so next week, bridal designs, and even I love bridal designs. So I want to thank you all for watching. So next week, I'm going to be here, and they are all going to be here as well. So same place, same time, next Nail Talk Live. We're going to end the show with a beautiful, beautiful commercial, because today we talked all about gels, huh? And we have a beautiful commercial that's all about our magnetic gels. So let's go have a look, and I'll say bye-bye. See you next week.